We making love on Wednesday.
And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday with you.
Wait, how does it begin? On my way, seeing the summer wave. Let's go to the back or the back. How does it go?
On my way to see my friend.
But a good thing, but a good for me.
On my way. Sunday. And then the bed couldn't pass free.
In front of the town. It was a beautiful honey and a beautiful body. Asking for the time.
And then many signs.
No,
Is this man?
I don't think so.
Is this you real?
Damn sure.
Get it in mind.
I know about the words.
And in this bird.
Oh, canpodcast. We back.
Whoa.
You missed us.
Guys, all I want to say is, as you can see, we are in a new setting. It's a
I don't think they'll
safe
even
setting.
notice, to be fair.
No, do you think they don't think?
They always just see half of our bodies and that's about it. So.
But we're in a new setting anyway. We're
course
bigger,
I
we're
recognise,
better,
bro.
we're
Come
back.
on, bro.
It's the year 2023.
Everything's looking fresh,
Everything
you know.
is fresh, everything is clean.
Gotta be smooth, gotta be flush.
And we're here, we're back. You know, I hope you missed us.
It's your boy.
And-
Wow, this guy's about dying here.
You're
It's
right.
your boy. Hey.
What the? Look at this. Hey, let me say you something. This fucking COVID over here.
It's,
Drinking Kenyan juice. And
it's
that's
a
what
ginger
happens.
shot. It's a ginger shot. It went down the wrong hole.
Guys say George.
Pause. Well, anyways, it's your boy. Hey, Loso. I got your boy over here.
Mr. Mons.
And we got your boy.
It's Ilmi here. Yes, guys. How are
And we're
you?
back, man. How you guys doing? It's been a long time.
It's been a long
I think it's
time.
been a year.
Brothers, I'm glad that we're back.
So what was the last session? Was
I
it
think it was
Mons?
with Mons, yeah.
Mons. It was. You know what it was as well? It was literally in Ramadan. You know how far are we from Ramadan? A month. So we literally haven't recorded for nearly
1 year.
Yeah, man.
One.
That's crazy.
One.
That's crazy.
But there is reasons why we haven't been recording. I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of you guys who follow me, follow the boys. Aaron, obviously, Adrian's not on social media because
First of all, I am on social media.
He's got TikTok now.
I've got TikTok. So, what the fuck? Look at you, see? This is what happens when you start talking shit. Fucking COVID ass.
excuse me.
Yeah, he's got TikTok now.
Yeah.
Have you seen his TikTok, by the way?
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Why do you have that video of you shitting in there, bro?
What was he doing?
Like when you
Oh, is that the
screaming
one
in
you
the
said
toilet.
taking a shit?
My nigga. Yo. It's got loads of likes and it's got loads of views. But anyway, we are back again. And obviously, the reason why we haven't recorded over a year is because...
Studio got robbed.
Yeah, so the studio got robbed.
Unfortunately.
Things
Bitch ass
had to
niggas.
get
We here though.
situated and but you know, we took a fall and now we're back.
You know what's mad about that robbery? And I don't mean to make it into a joke, but sometimes you gotta laugh at the worst situations. Is the fact that this guy was wearing a Deliveroo outfit and he had the bag and he had everything. Like he must have been planning this shit. Like he must have had like a board in his house saying, when this guy with the hat leaves this fucking studio, I'm gonna bust in that joint, climb up the ladder, go through the back door, take all the cameras, all the snacks, all the weed, the grinder, everything, and he's gonna be pissed because I hate that dude.
I don't think any of my clients hate me. That's the joke. And I know
He definitely does. He
didn't
was a
hate me.
client, 100%.
He was a hater, bro.
He was a hater.
He was a hater still.
Did anyone find out who it was? Or did they
Nah,
find out?
nigga, bro. They have a hard time finding killers out there, but if you can find someone who stole a camera, bro.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm kind of scared because I'm thinking, yo, these Deliveroo people, you never know if it's the person that's gonna.
But you know what? At the same
No,
time, you know, when he first told me about the story, like I was upset, and then as my mind usually does, I'm a bit crazy at times, and just so many funny scenarios were happening in my head, like how the guy came in there and how he found the stuff. Like every time I envision him finding the cameras and shit, I always think he like finds it and he's like, got it, and puts all the stuff in his bag and then runs out. But then it's like,
He must have.
how?
He must have felt good.
Oh my gosh.
Whoever did it, after they left, because everything happened within literally 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, he done that.
From the time that
He hit the lick.
he literally hit the lick with me, from the time that he got into the compound. So I'm watching the CCTV, right?
Yeah.
So from the time he got into the compound, he went upstairs and came back. literally within 10 minutes.
He done that quick.
So it's
think he was
definitely
nervous?
someone. Nah, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely done this sort of work before.
Yeah, some fuck, bro.
He's definitely done this sort of work before
Yeah.
because that was a good, clean, well
Organized
job.
I might have to do
He had
that
no help. He did it by himself.
all himself, bro.
And you know what?
I wonder though.
Was
I
there
wonder.
any CCTV
I bet-
footage of it?
Not that deep. Like it's just one of him coming into the compound and leaving.
I bet he was Nigerian.
Why would he be Nigerian?
I don't know, man. Nigerians are very good at stuff like this.
No, I'd
I put my money on it. It's a Nigerian guy.
I don't know.
Probably called Ade or something.
Yo.
No, it's probably Jamaican, bro.
Yeah, the Jamos.
Jamo, some of them island niggas. I'm joking.
Oh, no, we're playing
Hey,
about.
come
We're
for
playing
him.
about. We're playing
Come
about.
for him.
Black on black crime.
No, but we're back though. We've moved on from that.
Hey, listen.
Karma's real.
Yeah,
But
man.
guy, if you're watching this, karma's gonna bite you in the ass.
Don't
Yeah.
bite
So,
you in the ass.
Yeah, if you ever want to return,
I
the
think
cameras,
the thing is, Joe,
this is your chance.
my nigga, like
probably sold it by now.
I have an idea
Of who it is.
of who it is. And
Guy moving like a detective.
but the thing, you don't understand how much time I've spent in my head just
No, I
thinking
can
about
imagine
it, bro.
though, man.
Who do you think it is? Obviously, you can't say any names, but
It was one group that every time I think about it, would be like, oh yeah, it could potentially be them because I used to spend a lot of time in the back because I used to smoke, right?
Yeah.
They used to smoke. So I'd always tell them, "Nah, you need to go to the back. Don't smoke the front because I don't want you drawing attention to me. But don't go to the back." And then obviously, when you go to the back, you see how vulnerable the place is.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you see the steps, the stair ladder that will take you into the.
no security
There's
whatsoever.
no security. So if there's one group of people that I can potentially point my fingers and potentially say, you know what, I wouldn't say 100%. I'd say maybe 70%. I'd say it's them. Yeah.
Did you ever get like bad vibes from them when they're around, or dodgy vibes?
Everyone's dodgy though, bro. Like everyone's energy is shit, bro.
Yeah. Everyone's got an ulterior motive.
Yeah, man.
innit?
Everyone's got an ulterior motive. You feel me?
Especially
And the
with-
thing with me is, bro, you know me, bro. I'm like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, bro. Like, I'm a
Do you?
very. No, I don't. But like,
Guy trying to get all emotional and sentimental on camera. But I wear my heart on my sleeve, bro. Like, bro, you're a cold dude.
I can be. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, I'm very cold. Yeah, if I don't have nothing for you, bro, I'm just. Like,
Yeah.
Like what emotion and feeling around it? Like, if we're here just purely on business terms, and you're here, I'm giving you a service.
Yeah.
But there's nothing more. Obviously, there's like courtesy, there's professionalism that I'm gonna provide. You know, the way if I'm working with you, I'd like you to come back so that we can keep doing business and so on and so forth. So for me, when I'm working with people, I'm always very respectful. I'm very incentive. Like if someone goes over a certain time limit, I'm like, it's cool. Like I like to build up a relationship with the people I work with, right? But then there are people out there who use your weakness, your kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
They really think your
100%.
kindness is your weakness. My kindness is not my weakness, bro. Like I'm cold heart. Like, I'm not cold hearted, but I can be very cold if I have to be cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's some people out there who felt that energy from me. You know what I'm saying? And saying that, bro, I spend a lot of time alone, bro. Like I don't have time to be talking to people, expressing emotions and feelings and shit like that. I don't partake in a lot of conversation. If it's not with my people. If I'm in a room with other people I don't know, bro, I'm not trying to get into everyone's conversation. I'm very much like, I like to be in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like drawing attention to myself and whatnot. So in most cases, I keep myself to myself. So you don't even see me, you don't hear from me. And it's nothing personal. Like, like you sometimes will be like, oh, you ghosted. Like if we don't talk for like say for a couple of days, and then you be like, yo, like you don't check up on me, like
Who you talking to?
you.
Oh, bro, I lied, man.
You know what? Let me just.
But not in those terms. But you've definitely mentioned that.
This guy's come across like I'm saying,
No,
I miss
let me
you,
just
bro.
let me
you
just
do,
chime
bro.
into that. Yeah, it's because basically it's like, come on, chai, new word. But you know what? Would you say that your losses, once you go through your losses through life, they make you who you are today.
I agree with that because we had a conversation the other
More
day.
than your wins.
We had a conversation the other day when I was like, I feel like my losses in general has made me numb to situations in life. Cause I've lost so many people through death, and like whether it's girls or family members or whatever, it's just made me numb to situations. So whether I do go through a loss, whether it's with a girl or death, it's like I'm numb to it now. I remember going to a funeral, Yemi's funeral, and I didn't even cry. And you know how much I love Yemi, bro, but it's just like, damn, I'm actually just numb to this stuff.
But did you cry before you went to the
But there
funeral?
must be something behind.
I still haven't cried since.
You've cried for him though.
No.
Okay, fair.
But there must be something behind the numbness. Is it a traumatic experience that you experienced when you was a child?
Nah, I think it's
When I was a baby, they touched me here and there.
oh, this guy is mad.
That's a bit mad.
No. But
Yo, that's mad.
how's that mad? What did I say? That's mad.
Let me moving on swiftly.
let's move on.
But
You know where that reference is from?
just leave me alone.
Do you know where the
But,
reference is from?
I don't know where the reference from.
Don't make me sound like some dickhead, bro.
No, we're not.
Listen, just leave me alone.
It's from
Let me just carry
if you're
on
not cultured like that, it's from In-Betweeners, isn't it?
All right, cool.
Have you watched In-Betweeners?
Yeah, with Jay.
I didn't ask you to name me the characters.
Yeah,
have
nah,
you
I've
watched it?
In Betweeners, bro. I've watched it.
Okay, then don't make me sound like an asshole. Like
Anyways, yeah. So
that was where the reference is from.
yeah. So basically,
Do you know what I'm saying? So
with-
like,
with just life in general, man, it creates a vibe. It creates certain energies eventually within a person, and it changes you. I think it changed me. Yemi, someone I knew for years since I was 11, 12, and that. And Elmi was next to me when I found out that he passed away. Remember how shocked I was? Like, he met him.
No, but would you say, like, for example, going to like someone's funeral and not having the emotion to cry and expressing to release the pain? Like,
I think it's
what
just-
do you think it is from what you've gone through life?
I think it's just trauma
Yeah.
from just seeing dead bodies in the casket. I think that's definitely
how many bodies have you seen in a casket?
probably like 3.
Yeah, I think the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the thing is, with you, I don't want to diagnose you, but you lost your dad before you lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
what?
lost Nas first, but I didn't see his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how close you were to Nas,
Yeah,
innit?
it was quite close.
Yeah, but
I think dad is totally different. I lived with him.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Because your experience and your relationship with your father is it's so different. It's a bit more personal. It's a bit more intense. It's a bit more. There's a bit more love. It's deeper.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you lose someone like that, when you recover from that, because of how much you've kind of endured in that sense,
It takes a bit of from.
It-
It takes a
yeah.
bit away from you.
it takes a bit of
Yeah,
bit of the vulnerability from
Yeah.
you, a bit of the sensitivity from you,
Yeah,
because now it's like, oh, this person's died. It's like your mind will quickly clock back to the time that you lost your dad,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, maybe it just it's like, oh shit, like in the back of your mind, it's like, it's not as bad as that. So maybe the tears won't come. No, you're not thinking, oh, it's not as bad as that,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
subconsciously,
Yeah.
your mind is like, oh shit, like, this person's dead. But then you probably will be like, oh, it's a cycle of life.
That's how I look at it now.
You feel me?
Yeah. When I say when Nas died, I was young. I was only like 17 them times, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was like, whoa, this can actually happen to me. This can actually happen in house. But then my dad's situation is in house.
Yeah.
So that's like that rattled my brain, bro. Like Adrian saw me, and what was it, like 20 minutes after I found out?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we didn't say a word to each other. We just sat in the car park for about half an hour in silence.
But do you know what? Sometimes I think to myself, I feel like where we come from, like the same cultural backgrounds and the way we were raised, you always been taught to like, okay, don't cry, stay strong, be strong. Don't do this, don't do that. And it's like we've gone through so much crazy experiences.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you kind of feel like you're not allowed to even express yourself.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to try to do it in secret. You have to try and do it by yourself. But I feel like that
in general or as a man?
As a man.
As a man,
and
especially
from your
coming from
background.
like an African community background as well.
There's
There's a lot of kids and there's a lot of youth out there that aren't able to go through an emotional expression and tell their parents, because you know how much kids or youths these days are getting stabbed left, right, center. But they can't go home to their parents or say to the mom and dad, like my friend is dead or my friend got shot.
My
or
one was
stabbed.
different because I remember my mum was not very emotionally available like that. My dad was. So I used to go to him and like when Naz died, I went to him and cried, bro.
Yeah.
And told him like my friend just died. And he was consoling me. I've never really gone to. It's mad for me to even say that and think about it. Like my mum was always the strong one because she had to come to the country on her own with my two brothers and fend for herself. So it kind of gave her tough skin to the point where she didn't really have time to be emotional. She was always on the clock to get things done. So I feel like that's just embedded in her now to this day, bro. So like, even when my dad passed, still I didn't see nothing from her for a minute, but that's when when you hold things in for so long, you start to deteriorate bit by bit, and then you start to break.
Yeah, because I definitely understand about losses in family, because like in the last end of the year of 2022, I've had like 3 to 4 family members passed away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not like extended family, it's like close family.
Yeah.
And seeing the way my parents have had to kind of deal with the losses, it's like, you see that as a child, like, you know, my mum's auntie and stuff like that. It's like, I feel like she didn't even have enough time to even mourn or process. It's like, right, you know what? This happened, straight back to work. I got to build, I got to do this, I got to work, I got to pay bills and stuff like that. It's like, as you see that as your parents, it's like sometimes it kind of bleeds onto yourself, where you have to just, right, this happened to my friend or this happened to me. I got to keep moving. But sometimes I feel like it's not right, because later on down the line, it affects us.
Yeah, 100%.
It hurts us. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like for yourself, I know you very well. Do you know what I'm saying? From knee high, and I know some of the losses that you had through your life. I know it could put you in a dark space, but you have to try and keep moving forward, or you keep pushing forward, or you keep fighting it. And obviously, you're building calluses on your emotions.
Jeez, that's a word there.
Bars, real rap, raw.
You know what I'm saying?
You've been reading your
it's like-
dictionary.
He didn't have this word in his locker last year. No, he didn't.
That's
You were-
a
Damn.
Go on.
So it's like you're finding it hard to even like break that emotion, break that feeling, to say like, you know what? It's okay for me to mourn today.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to be sad today.
Yeah.
But I feel like with society today, it's like, bruv, it's like the first thing you do is, if something happened to your friend, the first thing you do, you're posting up and say, yo, yeah, my friend got blah, bro.
Do you think people are a bit more emotional now?
I don't think that people are more emotional now. I think it's at the age that you're at. When you reach to a certain age, you start feeling more of your emotions. You're more in touch with your emotions.
I'm talking more in general.
We don't know.
I think people are a bit more expressive.
On social media, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we don't know because we don't know how they're dealing with it behind closed doors. They might be posting something and saying, this is how I feel, I've lost someone. But how they're dealing with it from a day to day, we don't know.
I think, I get that, but I think people are a lot more sensitive and a lot more emotional because of the way society is being kind of molded into, you know, how you're talking about, you know, we talked about earlier, you saying about, oh, you know, we're from a certain background and, you know, if you're black and so on and so forth. I think in general, you know, as a society now, people are being pushed and, you know, people are being given platform to express, you know. I'm starting to speak like someone I do podcasts for.
This is sad. What happened to Elmo Films, man?
You know, because saying it again. She she uses one term because I edit the podcast as well, so it keeps playing in my head.
What you saying? You got a ghostwriter now?
No. You know, you know when you spend a lot of time with someone, you start to pick up their lingo. Like I don't really have gaps in what when I speak, but now I'm using words to fill those gaps.
Okay. Go back to the old on me. We ain't trying to. I'm not trying to hear you sound like someone else.
No. Come on, man.
I know we've been away for a minute, but let's just.
Ilmi's too authentic.
It's one of one, man. Let's keep it that way.
Come on. Yeah. But what was I saying? But now, obviously, as a society, because of like the situations that we've created, just people are being told to be more expressive. Yeah. Even as a man, it's not exclusive to a black man to not show emotion. I think as men in general.
It's men in general.
Are very much, they hold their emotions back. And then when it gets to a point where you express it, depending on who you express it to, keyword, depending on who you express it to and how they take it and how that makes you feel, that will then affect how you express yourself the next time. So if you express, say for instance, you got a girl and then and you became very emotional, you start expressing some shit, and then she's just kind of dismissive, and then and this happens a lot, especially between the two genders like that. Well, a couple like that. When a guy they say, guys should be more vulnerable, guys should be expressive, guys should do X, Y, and Z in terms of displaying their emotions and such, yeah. But then as soon as you do start expressing your emotions and feelings, it gets a bit too much for that person.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you know what I mean? So as a man, we don't have the privilege to just express. No. You can call me, yeah. You can call me, and then you can tell me an issue and whatnot. And then my first instinct is to give you a solution. Instantly. You know what I mean? As a man, like we're equipped to, make solutions rather than, sit and simmer with your emotions. Exactly. Yeah. So you can come to me and talk to me, and then I can give you a certain level of understanding and be like, yo, bro, this is, it's all in your head. No, it's not necessarily in your head, but you're feeling it too much, and it's not wrong to feel it, but don't sit in it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Feel it today. Maybe you're going to wake up with it tomorrow, but make sure the day after that, you do something to distract your mind. And that's why they say when a man goes through something, they need to go run to the gym. And the gym isn't literally just giving yourself a routine that you can discipline yourself in. And then when you see yourself building your body, then that eventually trickles down to your brain as well, your mental. Yeah. And that's how it is. So, I think it's definitely, I wouldn't say men should be a lot more expressive. I think society will always make us feel bad for, like every time a black man, say a man starts crying on TV, he's plastered onto social media and everyone's laughing at him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like how many?
Tyrese was crying.
The Tyrese. Yeah, whenever there's
turn into a meme.
You're turned into a meme when you're a man and you start crying.
Michael Jordan.
You're a meme, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard. And that's why we keep our cards very close to our chest.
And that's why suicide rates.
That's why we have that most suicide rates.
That's what suicide rate. And you know what? It's crazy because
suicide rates that I've read some stats as well. Like men and women think about suicide the same rate, but it's just men go through with it because we're a bit more aggressive and we go through with decisions that we make. You know,
okay, this is it then.
Yeah, this is it. Like we're very more like direct and objective in the way we think. So if we feel like we want to take our life because things are not going right, we'll probably push on and do that. And that's the difference. But women think about suicide just as much. Women are depressed just as much. It's just the way men.
But women talk.
Women talk. Yeah, and women are the way we express ourselves is a lot different to women's. I mean, we can't conflate that. Yeah, never. That's why I was saying, like with Yemi, I would have never known, bro.
That's why they say
I would have never known, bro. Like that guy, that day when we came together and we filmed that episode, the Fanatics we have to keep that, you know, that series
The
alive.
boys said they're down for it though.
Huh?
We got to sit down for that one.
Yeah, in his memory anyway.
Yeah.
But I would have never thought that guy was going through whatever he was going through. And then 2-3 months later, he's jumped off a building, bro. And that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
And took his life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
And
Terrible.
like literally, I was there, and you know the aura, the energy, it was nothing. This guy was bare humble.
Yeah.
You know, like you can see there's something going on, because if you look deep in his eyes, there is pain there, bro. Yeah. There is pain, but there's pain in most men's eyes.
Yeah,
because,
of course.
because we have it hard, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like we have it hard. Don't ever get it twisted, bro. We have it hard, bro. Life is hard for a man, bro. Yeah. Everything that we are, we have to work for. Nothing is given to us. We don't have pretty privilege. We can't fuck our way into a mansion and stay there and, you know, like live like we have to earn. And if we don't, we're worthless. Yeah. And that's the thing.
Can't
that
make an OnlyFans and make.
No, we can't make an OnlyFans. And you know, if we're broke, we're broke. Yeah. We have to like.
Would you make an OnlyFans though if you could?
Would I make an OnlyFans if I could? Yeah, if it's bringing peas and everything.
I knew he would say that. You know?
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
It's
a source of income.
Yeah,
for you to be rich, at least.
So you would literally, you will compromise your integrity, your whatever it is, you know, and you would do that.
Listen, this is what you have to understand in this day and age, yeah.
I'm judging you, bro.
I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, you can come with like, you know, cool. We have to work and we have to do this, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to try and work hard. I'm here to try and work smarter. Do you understand? And we're in a modern day society where to have multiple streams of income is at our fingertips. Do you know how you're going to make multiple streams of income? By this motherfucking phone.
Yeah, but there's so many other ways that you can make money.
There's so many other ways. But this is the statics is work smarter. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, I'm going to start OnlyFans. But what I'm saying is if there was like, you know, other means of making a source of income.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're not arguing that. The specific question was the specificity.
Okay, but hold on. OnlyFans, you know what it is?
Yeah. Whoa. I know what OnlyFans is.
No. We all know what it is.
We all know what it is.
No.
What it's been turned into.
What do you lot think it is?
OnlyFans was a way for you to connect with fans that want to pay for your content.
So it was exclusive content.
Exclusive
it doesn't
content.
mean it was pornographic.
But we know. We all know what we mean by when we say OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah, you asked me if I would do OnlyFans. I said, yeah, I would do it because I'll only.
So what are you posting on your OnlyFans?
Exactly.
Shut up, man. Anyway, drink your goddamn drink.
Bad.
But go on.
Yeah, man. Back to the Yemi situation, though. He was a loving person. So his anniversary is coming up in April. So it's mad that we're talking about him now. So it's like, that's just around the corner. But I've never met, like you two are one of the most genuine people I know. But he was definitely the number one most genuine person I've ever met in my life. I've never, this is not me just saying this because he's passed away, bro, but the stuff he used to do, like proper, like, just selfless. He's always just thinking about other people. Like, I remember, like, let's just say someone kicked the ball over. He didn't even kick the ball over. He'd be like, everyone be like, bro, what are you doing? He would go around, go and get the ball, and get the ball, bring it back so everyone could just be happy. Yeah. Not to say he's a dickhead, not a pushover, because he will batter most man in our year, but just well respected and respected others and cared about people more than himself. And I feel like that kind of affected him later on in life because he'd always care about other people, but not focusing on himself as well. To the point when he's going through stuff, he's still focusing on other people. He's still coming to check us to do fanatics and make it work, regardless of people not turning up. And you saw how he embraced me when he saw me that day. It's like we didn't miss a step, and you could see it on camera as well. It felt like it was back in school again.
Funny you say that. I was watching a video the other day.
What could you tell that you could see the?
No, I was just watching the video.
Oh, okay.
You know, that word selfless. You see that word selfless?
Selfless, yeah.
Would you say, like brothers, like would you lot say like you lot are selfless people, individuals?
I am to an extent.
To an extent.
What do you mean by an extent?
Because you can't be the selflessness comes to a point where you've given too much to a point, then you have to. Someone has to pour into you. Like if you're gonna be selfless, you get to a point where you've poured everything out into people, where you have nothing left for yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm selfless with the people that I genuinely love.
Why is it so hard for you to say that, bro? This guy's always
No,
going to be a tough guy, isn't it?
You know,
but
People
when
that I love. Man, you're a cold dude, man.
But when you put a cap to it, when is your cap of being selfless? Because there's going to be a time
It's
when you're giving so
reciprocation, bro.
much.
Yeah.
Reciprocation.
Yeah.
That's a word for you. Reciprocation.
Okay.
But reciprocation, I think if you're giving and you're getting, like I don't give to get. I always leave more than I'm getting. I always leave more on the table than I'm taking. You feel me? And that's just the way I am. And I don't expect people to be the same. But I need to know that my efforts are being reciprocated. You feel me? Even if it's a small effort. You feel me? Because I can't save your life. I can't change your life. The most I can do for you, give you advice, maybe give you some money if I can, if you need help. You know what I'm saying? If you say, oh yo, can you borrow me X amount? I'll give it back to you at a certain time and date, whatever. Now I've got the money, I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've done that. But reciprocation, bro. If that person, that little bit of help that you're giving them, there's no gratitude, then it's difficult to keep giving.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you, as a person, you need to understand when it is good to cut off that thing or person, because if it's not, if it's not pouring into you, then it becomes a very one-way street where eventually you'll get exhausted and you'll get tired and you'll probably you'll have a distaste for that person because all they do is take.
Yeah. It's draining.
Yeah. That's my cutoff. Like I said, like there's certain people that I have no conditions for. Your family. You know, 100%. If your mom, like my mom, I don't have no there's no condition for anything. You know, I have it, I'll give it. You know. Same for my dad.
But I think eventually that, like their actions, if they constantly taking the mick, taking a piss, eventually you're going to be like, yeah, it's done. Those conditions, this contract is now.
Of course. If your parents are some idiots, then obviously by all means, you know what I'm saying? But
because I've known some people that cut off their parents and cut off family members and you're done.
There's people cutting each other, bro. Like it's actually, it's so bad now because now people are so in themselves and so in their emotions. It's like, oh, if you do me wrong, I say you're done.
They're done, yeah.
Like I'm not going to lie. I have a bit of that.
Yeah.
I have a bit of like, I was thinking about this the other day, like, you saying, oh, you're cold. I'm a very warm and loving person. Wallahi.
No, you are
I'm
still.
a very warm and loving person, But once I flip the switch, I am
done.
cold, bro.
Yeah.
I won't even look in your direction, my nigga. I won't piss on you if it was on fire, bro. Like, that's,
Man said I won't piss on you if it was on fire.
That we're similar in that aspect because knows, like, once I'm done with somebody, you'll never hear me speak of that person.
You'll never,
It's like that person never even existed.
Yeah, bro.
And sometimes I think to myself, like, bro, you kind of cold yourself because at one stage you cared about that person, and then once it's done, it's like cool. And that could be anybody, bro. Family,
and you say that
anyone,
and you say that,
yeah.
Like you can love someone, but just from very far.
Yeah.
If you know that person is not good for you, like you can put distance between yourselves, protect yourself. You don't need to be disrespectful. You don't need to be, you don't need to do anything crazy, harmful, or anything like that to that person. You just say your piece. If they want to be petty, if they want to do something to you, like for me, I couldn't. Once I'm done, I'm done. I'm not even looking at your. You can say whatever you want about me. You can tell stories, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I think people do that just because so that you can interact.
Yeah. So exactly. They're trying to draw you in.
Put on like indirects in their status, like, don't you hate it when certain people do da 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 da? And you're like, yeah, I know you're talking about me, but I ain't gonna at you. I ain't gonna message you and be like, why are you talking about me?
Or like they put up posts or memes and shit. Yeah. So I think it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one because obviously all our interactions are based on relationships. Like we live for people, and we do things for people. At the end of the day, like no one can live alone, and like there's that guy, you know, that guy or that white old guy that's always reading. Like he looks very lonely.
Oh man, he's a lonely dude.
He's a lonely
man.
guy, bro. Like
Never seen him with anyone.
Never,
Any human contact
never.
with no one.
You
I
know?
would love to know his backstory.
I would love to sit down.
Basically, some guy, Can fans, some guy that lives in my area.
Block, yeah.
And he's just
We always walk
reading.
past it, and
Yeah,
then we always see him
just reading.
reading
books.
and
Old
just
guy,
yeah.
always outside.
Yeah, man. So someone like that. So that's why relationships are important,
Yeah,
bro.
no wife, no kids.
Yeah.
I never see no one visit him.
It's hard.
One day we should just go and sit next to him and read,
like
you know.
just, be like, yo, do you want? Can we come in for a cuppa?
I probably might think these black guys are going to rob me.
Yeah, but he's probably seen us enough to be like, oh,
He knows us. He knows us.
Yeah. So that's
we
what
should do that one day, though.
we should. Yeah. I'd
I
love to know
agree.
his story still, but that's the thing, bro. Like relationships are important, but then not every relationship is important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick the battles that you want to fight, bro. Like not every single person you can save. You can't change anyone. Like you have to accept that person who they are, or just keep it stepping.
Yeah.
You can't change anyone. You gotta literally, like I said, just see what they're giving you, see their face value, see what they're about. If that sits with the person that you are, your moral compass, whatever, take them in or leave them. But at the end of the day, I say we live for people. Relationships are important, and that's something that we should cater to a bit more, man.
That book is coming out, Elmo Films, June 15th.
Yeah,
Get it
bro.
in stores.
Yeah.
But that was deep, guys, man. Don't talk. That was deep. It's nice touching it out with you.
Yeah,
But
I'm saying. On a lighter note,
see Breezy.
yeah, how was that?
Oh man, listen, like I don't know if you guys do this, but I watch like live shows on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah,
Because I'm a
same here.
sado. Well, you do that as well.
Yeah, I do that,
What live shows do you watch?
Obviously,
Obviously, people that I can't see ever in live again.
no,
because
that's
they pass
what
away.
that's what I'm saying.
Like I like to watch MJ live sometimes.
yeah,
when I'm
so,
bored.
yeah,
Especially like the
the
band
legends.
tour. Bro, we always say Chris Brown's a modern day MJ. He is for real a modern day MJ. Bro, the show didn't even start yet. I saw grown men and women getting carried out because they fainted. He hasn't even come on stage yet. I've just come back with my drink, sat down, boom. People are getting carried out.
And this was his first performance in the UK after 14 years, right?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And his catalogue, whew, excuse me, certain tunes he played, I thought, wow.
Was the atmosphere surreal? when
It
he
was
there?
mad. It was mad. It was lit. He is a great performer. His vocals are mad to the point where I thought, is this guy miming? Nah, wasn't miming.
Yeah.
Dancing. I think to be able to dance and sing for 2 hours straight,
Yeah.
it is a job, and it's a hard job in itself. Like he was amazing, bro. He's been doing this for nearly 20 years, man. People need to put some respect on his goddamn name. He's
Like, obviously,
there's
I
no
know,
one close to him in terms of performance-wise.
that's what I'm saying.
And I've been to a lot of concerts, bro.
Yeah.
This is probably the best concert I've been to.
Yeah.
Up there with the Drake Wireless 2015. Whoever was there, they know what I'm talking about. Mad. But this Sea Breezy show, like, bro, he had this segment where he had 3 songs on the big screen.
Yeah.
The crowd had to scream for what song he should do. Whoever screams loud, he's choosing that song. Now, you have to tell me, those 3 songs, he's ready for any song, He's got routine, everything ready to go. And he's just got hits for days to the point where he has to do segments of what song do you want me to choose because I already got 2 hours on this bitch. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad. But then, like, bro, that whole Rihanna thing, bro, is mad, isn't it? Like, people were telling me, oh, what, you going to go see? People at work were like, what, you going to go see Chris Brown? That's
You gotta
mad.
give that shit up, man.
People, when I went to go and film KR Direct, people were like, I want to see Chris Brown, but I don't want to say it out loud. I'm like, bro, that's mad. Like, I understand. He made mistakes. What he done was mental. Like, after seeing the Rihanna situation, seeing how Rihanna looked after the situation, was like, fucking hell, man. This guy really went ham and was moving like he was Mike Tyson and she was fighting Bruno, bro. Like, it was mental. Like, he shouldn't have done that. He was wrong. But we all make mistakes in life. No one's perfect. And I feel like a lot of people still get onto him because we know who he done it to. It's a well-known musician with a big fan base that the whole world knows. Yeah. most of these celebrities out here are doing, guys, or even females have been abusing their partners. He's brought up a mad list of bare celebrities that have been abusing their partners over the years, and people are still giving them jobs. They're still allowed to do movies. They're still allowed to make music and perform at this place, at that place, at that place. But people still talk about him and Rihanna, bro, to this day.
Yeah,
he's been cancelled slyly. He's slyly been cancelled in Americas. Like, someone the other day was like, do you think you'll ever perform at the Super Bowl? We said, hell no.
Just because of that situation.
Just because of that. Imagine you making one mistake in life, because everyone in life makes mistakes, regardless of what mistake it is.
Yeah.
I say if you kill or you rape, or you do something to a child, that's unforgivable.
Kill, pedophilia, and
rape.
Kill, yeah.
That's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Those three there, I can't fuck with you ever again.
What about abusive? Like, that's about it.
Abusive is fucked as well. That is quite fucked. Because I got sisters, bro. So imagine a guy doing that to one of my sisters. I'd want to kill him. Like when people bring it up and say, "Oh, Chris Brown," though, like I picture that picture of Rihanna. You know that picture where she's all bruised up. I picture that. I'm like, right, that was mad. Like, what made him do that? What actually made him spaz out to that extent where he said, "I'm gonna put my fist and punch the hell out of this girl, bro."
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
It must have been. But we can't even do that.
No,
we can't even do that. We can't even do that. Bro. When you're in love with someone as well, to that extent.
Yeah, I think the passion.
And everything, I think he instantly regret. He must have instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
But I heard she was fighting him too.
But that's the thing, like,
no one was there.
There's always
no one was
sides of
there,
the
and
story,
also
you know
he's
what I'm
told his
saying?
story. Has she told her story?
She went on Oprah. I don't really fuck with Oprah anyway.
Yeah.
But she went on Oprah and said some shit. But
yeah,
should he still be ridiculed, and should people still be talking about that? Because he came out the other day and he was like, listen, you guys are still bringing up this stuff that happened about over 15 years ago, 14, 15 years. But you got people like Blueface and Krishan, whoever that girl is with the missing tooth, fighting every other week, and you guys love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's entertainment. Yeah. Even it's getting to a point where I'm kind of intrigued about it because it's mad.
Yeah.
They fight every day. Bro, he came on camera dissing Chris Brown, saying, "Yo, Chris Brown, why you being a snitch talking about my business?" This guy has shades on. Most likely hiding a black eye.
2 black eyes.
2 black eyes. She's laughing in the background. We're entertaining a toxic relationship like this. They got their own TV show and everything. She's punching his mom, fighting his family. I know all of this because I'm actually watching it myself. It's quite sad. Doing all of this stuff, bro. But then Chris Brown's still getting grilled. But people are still entertaining this. So what are we doing here?
It just doesn't make sense sometimes.
People like to pick and choose what they want or what they don't want.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Chris Brown thing is a theme. Yes, it's wrong, but people are still saying, no, he shouldn't be allowed to do this. He shouldn't be allowed to come to the UK. No. So what? He can't make a living now because he made one mistake.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to be watching this and be like, "Oh, Aaron, you're a dickhead," because if that was one of your sisters, you would not be saying this. And it's true. It's true. And I feel like...
Yeah, but
Chris
hold on. Just because if God forbid something happened between my sister and her husband, like I don't necessarily
want to be involved.
No. Like I don't want to take this person's livelihood away, and I want to.
So you can't eat forever.
Like what, bro? Like what if it was me? I made a mistake. Like would I want that for me?
I think about things from every aspect.
Come on, man.
Bro.
Like,
and as I've gotten older, I've kind of realized
it's just stupid woke people, bro. This is what it is, man. It's virtual signaling. People want to just be on the right side of history. Like, bro, you're not on the right side of history.
And nobody's perfect.
Like, no one's fucking perfect, bro. Like,
no one's perfect, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that situation for me, I appreciate Rihanna. At one point, she was like,
she had the red hair, innit?
All right, bro.
Remember
like,
that tea everyone had?
Quick. When I watched that video, I was like, damn, bro. Like,
anyway, yo, you need me to.
She was like my ultimate. She was like my ultimate fantasy.
Yeah,
like,
same.
People would be like, "Oh yeah, Chris, like Rihanna or Beyonce." I'm like, "Oh, Rihanna's just got so much."
Can I be
sex
real
appeal.
with you? Can I be honestly be real with you?
Yeah.
And I might sound mad for saying this.
Yeah.
I don't find Beyonce attractive.
I was just saying to you,
She does nothing for me.
Yeah, like
I don't look at her and be like, "Oh my god."
she's just like,
ooh.
it's just like any lighty, innit?
It's just like,
But no.
I know she's pretty, but she doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is.
Not to shit on it.
No. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not attracted to her. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't look at her and be like, oh man, Beyonce.
Sex appeal is different.
I like Kelly Rowland more than her. Bro.
Everyone loves Kelly Rowland.
You missed the spot, bro. You can't reach. Yeah, cool, fine. But no, I find Kelly Rowland more than
Kelly. I used to watch.
I find Michelle more. I'm joking, but no, Kelly Rowland. Yeah,
Michelle's pretty though.
I find Kelly Rowland more attractive than Beyonce.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, 100%. But going back to the whole Rihanna stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was my ultimate fantasy, bro. Like, you know, so no one could chat shit to
What
Rihanna,
era of Rihanna did you like, though?
Bro, I like every era of Rihanna, bro.
You know when I realized I had a crush on her? When she done that song, and you nothing to me, and then young girl, and then nothing you want, and then
oh, that was the first song, bro.
Yeah.
Her first single. That's the first single.
Yeah, no, that was like a second single.
Oh.
The first single was
Well, it goes one by one and
two by two.
Oh, right, you got
Hey, that's a
Hey,
tune.
Riri's hard.
Riri has hits still.
Yeah, she's hard.
She'll be peaking the verses, man. But
Her and
yeah,
Rihanna. Beyonce and Rihanna and the verses.
Oh no, Beyonce's got hits, and you've been talking about Destiny's Child hits too. That counts. So she can't. Yeah, you ain't fucking with Beyonce and her verses.
That's
boy.
Queen B. Yeah,
That's
you can't
Queen
fuck
B,
around
man.
with
I
her.
understand. I understand her levels, boy.
Yeah, but just to go back to her, that
The
situation.
Rihanna, yeah, of course.
Like, I think, you know, like, forgive, like, at least.
Yeah.
And not necessarily forget, but give man some grace, man. He's been trying,
apologizing about that for
like,
years.
He's been trying to, like, get his life back in shape. Like, bro, since that happened, they're both like their life.
Done with their lives.
Yeah,
She's got a whole kid.
You move on as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why you hold on to issues that doesn't
That's
bother
not
you, bro?
It didn't even happen to
What
you.
happened to you, bro? Shut up,
And
man.
she's
With your
moved
opinion,
on.
fam. Get out of here, bro.
But you know what's so crazy about that situation? About
And
obviously,
and also, just so to cut you, bro. And we're not here, kind of, like promoting, like to say,
Abusive
oh,
relationships.
nah, bro. Like, it's
I don't
bad.
rate that.
It's bad, bro. I would never. Like, I would, if it gets to a point where I'm in a relationship with someone and I promise you, I will sacrifice the relationship than sacrifice myself.
But you know what people are going to say?
Meaning that I would walk away from that relationship, then lay hands on that person and put myself in a place.
You know what people are going to say about this
What?
episode? And I already see it coming. They're going to be like, oh, these guys are such hypocrites. They are such, like, misogynistic.
I don't give a fuck, man.
And basically, them
Fuck
backing
y'all.
Chris Brown, them backing Chris Brown, but then saying what he done was wrong. They're being hypocrites. Fuck you.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah. Girl, yeah.
You're
no, but what I'm
excited,
saying
fam.
is, yeah. For example, I feel like in
I
today's
want to
society,
see
yeah,
you tonight.
in
I
today's
have to get that out of my
society, it's
system.
all deemed to the guy done something to the girl. But I know there's loads of relationships out there where guys are
getting
also
abused.
getting abused
Yeah.
as well. in
Hear
that
hear this. It's good that we're on the
Blueface
subject.
is getting punched up every
Yeah.
week.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Also, let's while we're on this
But it's
subject,
not highlighted every single day. But
Fam, he's got two
there are
black
loads
eyes
of-
now.
There
Now.
are loads of men
He's got
out
two black
there.
eyes,
There are
bro.
loads of men out there to this very day that are in.
I believe in
abusive
equal lefts, equal rights, bro.
relationship.
If you raise your hand and punch me like a man, I promise you, I will hook you, bro. I don't give a fuck.
What, left hook or right hook?
Whatever side you're
The
on.
knee, buck style.
No, on some real shit, like, like violence, not promotion, not all that, whatever.
Yeah, I don't hit women, but
I don't
will
hit
have to
women.
defend myself.
But I will defend myself, and if I have to knock you to your fucking floor, I will, bro. I'm
I wouldn't punch you. I'll just grip you down.
Okay, maybe that. Yeah. I'm saying this now, but I have a lot of self-control. Like, I wouldn't, if someone pushed me or like, like, I'll probably think twice about hitting her.
Yeah.
But I'll first probably try and walk away from it. But then if you keep insisting, then I'll probably hook you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I've got blood in me, bro. Like, if my blood gets to a point where I'm like, yo, come on, relax, bro. I've told you to stop, and you're not stopping. Then
Or
you're
she's just going ham on
But
you.
Yeah, bro, and I'll probably knock you the fuck out,
What
bro.
leads an individual to become abusive? And in terms of abusive as well, what makes the person stay? Because I know a lot of relationships. They've been like abusive
love the
relationships,
person
but
a lot,
like the
innit?
woman will still stay, or the man will still stay.
I feel like
she's getting punched up, or he's getting punched up.
I think they think it's just a bad patch, and they'll get over it. And they love each other to that extent, to the point where they're delusional and they believe that that's just a bad patch, and they're gonna get past this situation.
Exactly.
They're just going through a little situation right now.
You know what? I don't even think it's a bad patch. I feel like for women, it's this year. Not me if I'm wrong or not, but whatever the woman, as she was growing up, no matter how she was getting treated or raised upon, right, she's perceiving that as love. So if
that
she
too.
was
Both ways.
I think it's both ways.
If the boy or the girl was getting abusive at a young age, they're gonna see that as
it's a normal.
That woman or that man loves me. So even though that he's punched me in my face and stuff like that,
he's doing that out of love.
He's doing that out of love, or he's saying sorry, or babe, I love you, and all of that stuff.
And if you stay in that kind of relationship,
and I don't mean sick in a good way, before
I'm
you guys
like,
interpret that the wrong way, that is mentally ill.
It's a mental thing.
But it's two toxic people
colliding.
It's two toxic people who come from a very specific type of lifestyle, who can I guess who can okay those experiences because they've probably had it worse, or maybe the idea of what love is screwed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm sure us all sitting here, because we're not abusive guys. The first thing that we think about is not hitting someone when we have an argument. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just walk away.
Yeah, I'll just walk away.
It always comes down to childhood traumas. Because there are a lot of childhood traumas from back then where people that were kids and stuff, like our age and stuff like that, when they were going through shit, they weren't allowed to say certain stuff, or they weren't allowed to speak up, or they were always silenced. But now, as you grow older, you understand that, no, the reason why I am like this is because I never sorted out, or I never spoke, or I never had the voice to say something. So now, just going back to the Blueface and Chris San situation, the reason why I'm thinking that they like that is because of their childhood. Do you know what I'm saying? They weren't able to express and say, no, like this is wrong, or this is happening to me. But their field of love is, right, I got molested, I got touched, I got sexually harassed, X, Y, and Z. This is love, this is all I know. So now, as a grown up, all I'm gonna think or allow in my life is those type of toxic things. But there is a cycle, there's a cut-off point. And let me tell you when is the cut-off point. It's when
you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
It's when you're dead.
Like,
mad.
Just touching on that, If say for instance, it's one generation of like a family, go through a certain experience, and then they have children, so on and so forth, and then they raise those children in the same environment, same mindset, same everything, and then the next generation come, and then they grow up in that same environment. It's, like of how they communicate, how they show love, and so on and so forth. That's all that person knows. That lifestyle is normal to. We might sit here. Because we don't have that type of lifestyle, we don't have those experiences. As soon as we say it, we recognize it. It's like, oh shit, that's toxic, or that's abusive, or that's this, or that's that. We recognize it, right? Because we don't live in it. We don't live in it. No. You know what I'm saying? So we know what love is or maybe we know what type of love that we receive, and we perceive that as love as well. But we know what maybe what the average person how they perceive love, and that's not through abuse or whatever else, If we see that now, it's like, yo, that's wrong. If we see someone giving someone black eye and they after that they say, oh, I'm sorry, I love you. Why that person's not necessarily sorry, because that's gonna happen again. Exactly. It's gonna happen again, and if you keep letting that happen, then I'm sorry, but you probably deserve it. No, you probably don't deserve it, but you need to find your way out of that. But they don't recognize that, so they can't find a way out of it because they don't know anything else. No, it's like someone being in an abusive relationship.
I feel like because their pride and their self-respect has been killed through all of the beatings and disrespect from their partner, that they don't see anything better. I feel like they can't get anything better because they feel worthless at that point in time. Because evidently the partner makes him feel worthless. You're receiving insults and you're getting beaten like you're some child, so you feel low.
Yeah.
So why would you think you can do any better at that point?
And also, though, saying that, I want to be devil's advocate here as well, but not everything can be compiled in the same box as well.
No.
Just because someone's having an argument, like, you know, just that doesn't necessarily mean it's abusive.
Yeah.
You know? Just because two people are screaming at each other on the off, that person can't necessarily be labeled as an abusive person. It's just a momentary experience that two people are exchanging. You know what I'm saying? And that's something else that we do in the society, is because you see a certain action from someone. It might be a small action, but you're like, oh, because his level of voice, or it's a certain it's high. Call it that. Oh yeah, because he's screaming, he's an abusive person. Nah, maybe I'm just angry. Maybe I'm just angry at this particular time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I feel like there's so many restrictions nowadays as for ways of how we can express ourselves. If we shout, we're abusive. If we don't talk,
there's labels for everything. Yeah,
it's like maybe I'm just feel like not talking at this point in time because I don't feel like it. Maybe because I feel like shouting because I want to fully express myself because I'm mad. Didn't you figure that? Like, social media nowadays, they're just trying to control us in so many ways, and it's annoying, man.
But it's people controlling people.
That's it.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's crazy.
But there's a lot of these narcissistic views, that are happening on social media to make you think, okay, just how like these women, the feminists and stuff like that. Obviously, like female empowerment. Yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah. Great. That's fantastic. Men empowerment, like, fantastic.
Yeah.
But you can't now be out there and posting these things to say like, yeah, if this guy doesn't do this and if he doesn't do that, yeah, you need to check him. You need to no. Like, at the end of the day, every relationship is different. Yeah. Every person is an individual.
Yeah.
Just as you say, just because they're shouting and you saw that little 130-second clip, now you're gonna say this is an abusive relationship. You don't even know what's been going on for the whole week or the whole month or the whole year. Do you know what I'm saying?
And also, I'm gonna bring this person up as well. I think it relates because there's a lot happening around him as a topic, like the whole situation with Andrew Tate. Yeah. So Andrew Tate, when you watch this person's content, or when you actually sit down and watch a whole video of this, it actually is a very eye-opening, somewhat, some lessons you can, but this person, the way he expresses himself, people have a problem with it. We could have the same conversation, but we can just use a lighter tone and just lighter words. We could be saying the same thing. He's very harsh with
how he says things.
Yeah, but then
his delivery.
But he also said, I do it because I know it's going to trigger this person. He goes, I was watching one interview. He was like,
you see that to Piers Morgan?
No, it was another one. It was another podcast. And he was like, listen, we all know a factual truth, which is men are stronger than women physically, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, because that's true, and I know if I said it like that, it won't trigger someone. But if I said all women are weak,
it'll rattle women, innit?
It'll rattle everyone.
Yeah.
So obviously he has his way of expressing himself, and on that he does it very, very much.
He's
purposely.
He's created a brand for himself. He's a villain, isn't it?
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, of course.
But now, because society wants to shape men a certain way, he's come out and he's saying, listen, bro, if you're a man, if you are, if your life is shit, go to the gym, do this, do that. He's giving men advice to be men.
Yeah,
100%.
And he's they're trying to tell us, no, this guy, he's a sex trafficker, he's doing this and he's doing that. And all you're doing is empowering him, because if what you're telling me or this accusations that you're putting on him comes out and it's just accusations and there's no proof. Recently, he was locked up just before New Year's, and he's been locked up since. And they've tried to create this case against him to say he was an abuser, he was this and he was that and he was this, that and the other. And recently, evidence came out of, the girls actually plotting to be like victims. There was like, I'm not sure if you've been on Twitter, there was like some wired conversations been released into the public now, and you can literally see the conversation, them plotting to frame this guy. There's no evidence against him from what I, gather, whatever I've watched, whoever I'm watching, everyone is kind of on the same page. It's like, yo, they're really trying to frame this guy. He's not an abuser. He's not a sex trafficker. Yeah. Maybe, there's questionable things that he's done, but that doesn't make him like this label that you're putting on him. You know what I'm saying? It's the labeling. And that's one issue that we have in this new age, is that we have labels for everything. And it's double entendres, like, oh, you're this and that because you said that.
It makes you this.
It makes you this and that. It makes you this and that.
Yeah.
Everything has a label now. You can't say you can't have an opinion because now that opinion is misogynistic. Nah, bro. If I as a man know, like we majority of men know, the average man can knock out the average woman. It's not an argument. Yeah.
Man's strength is different to woman's strength.
But it's different. If that's the difference, and then he obviously talks about other things as well. I think what he does is that he tries to, like, I don't want to go into like an Andrew Tate whatnot, but I feel like I needed to talk about it because the first day back, and
you like him, you rate him.
I love Andrew Tate, bro.
No,
I love Andrew
guy.
Tate.
I rate him.
Yeah,
obviously, there are certain things
like,
that
I wouldn't go to hell with him.
He says some wild stuff.
Still.
Yeah,
in the grand
in the grand scale of
things,
shit, like I actually like him, bro.
But then sometimes, you know what, like,
there's.
I asked some women as well. I was like, "Why don't you like Andrew Tate?" I just don't like the stuff what he says.
Then what is he saying?
What did he say? I don't know. Just most of the stuff he says online. What does he say online?
Oh, he's misogynistic. Oh, what was he saying that was misogynistic? Oh, he doesn't like women. What did he say about women that makes you think that he doesn't like women?
Like when there was a series, not a series, like there was a podcast that he was on, and he was discussing about the achievements of like women. So he was saying about I don't know if it was like his nan or something like that, saying that, look, you can be, this.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just go get a woman, independent. You've got multiple incomes, all of this stuff, and blah blah blah. But no one really cares about that.
No one cares about
what they would care about
as a man.
is
No.
You are in a room and there's like 15 grandkids, and this came from this one person,
woman,
this whole family.
Yeah, I rate when he talks about stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's
that's real talk.
Like, he's not saying that women shouldn't be out there, making money and fetching for themselves, or getting educated and so on and so forth. He's just saying if you go on that trajectory of life, then you're giving yourself less chance to be happy in the future because like we was talking about earlier, bro. I said it already. Like, we live for people. If I'm here now, I want to get married, bro. I want to have children. I want to raise my kids. I want to have something in the future like that will make me, bro. No house is gonna be worth more than, if you have a big house and there's no one living in a house by yourself, is worthless. Yeah, that experience is worthless. If you got 10 bedrooms in that house and you live there by yourself, what is the purpose?
That's it, bro. That's literally what it is.
What is the purpose?
It's what people get that.
If you gave me a choice right now and said to me, Omi, you could be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, but you will never have kids, you will never have a wife, you will never have like an intimate relationship, in the future where
I don't care about
I wouldn't give I don't want the money.
I don't care about
I've lived on less, you know what I'm saying, and still been happy.
I'm sorry, let me chime in. I think that's just the beauty of life, man. Just being able to see someone that's come from you, that's a beautiful thing. And I don't want that to be
I don't want to lose out on that, bro.
Because of money or
bro.
anything else. Like, bro, that's why I love working with kids, bro. Like, kids are so innocent and real. Like, you know, when people are like, oh, MJ was a pedo and da-da-da-da. Nah, MJ just like chilling with kids because they were real and they didn't want nothing from him. It's only when the parents got involved in shit and tried to get him to, you know, make fake claims that he done this or that to them so they could take him to court and get money. Cool. But I understand the idea of him just wanting to chill with kids because they didn't want nothing from him. Kids don't want nothing from you, bro.
And plus as well, he never got the chance to be a kid anyway.
That's it.
Because he was a adult,
Child star.
A child star from
Bro,
such
no
a
one.
young
There's
age.
no one that's been that famous ever in life
Yeah.
besides
Michael
Jesus.
Jackson.
And I'm not comparing MJ to Jesus. I'm just saying, in terms of everyone knows who Jesus is in the world, everybody knows who Michael Jackson is in the world, bro.
100%.
To be that famous is fucking scary.
You can go to every single country and say Michael Jackson. They'll be like,
I had a conversation with someone the other day. I was like, who's more famous, Michael Jackson or Bob Marley in my workplace? Everyone's like, MJ is more famous than him, of course. People may know Bob Marley's face, but everyone knows who Michael Jackson is. Bob Marley's an international icon. MJ's an international icon. But in terms of everyone knowing who he is, because he started from a child star, solo artist.
We've lived like you literally saw him grow up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
That's
we
it.
didn't.
No, we
Obviously,
didn't.
Yeah, but whoever lived in his time and era, like they literally grew up with him.
Whoever's in their 50s, 60s right now,
Yeah,
live to see this GOAT.
yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
their 60s, I should say, more like. Because, that, and, what was we talking about before that?
It's just labeling.
This
and-
labeling and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bro, you saying you appreciate having children over all of the materialistic things, you're right for that. We only got one life.
bro.
You sitting in your house, you sitting in a 2-bedroom house with your kid, just having fun and watching football, you would appreciate that, just living in a yard by
Bro,
yourself.
I ain't got kids right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't got kids. But when I'm with my nieces,
There's a different sort of happiness.
my bro, I'm like, I can't wait to have my own kids. You know?
And look at the love you have for them.
The love I have for these little ones, I swear to God, bro.
I've seen you around them. You're a different person.
I cannot imagine how I will be as a father, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
same.
saying? That's what bro, don't get it twisted, bro. Us being ambitious and like, that's not the human experience. The human experience is just to procreate, live a very simple life, plant a tree that someone else can shade on, and that's it. This becoming a millionaire, and this is all like this is the new. Not gonna say new, but this is the opposite of like what we're actually here for. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to make as much money as possible and make everyone else around us make their life
eventually we
miserable.
die. You
We
don't
die
die on
at
the
the end
money.
of the day, bro.
The money doesn't
And
go
I'm
in
not
the
sat
casket,
here.
you don't
Yo,
die
let me
on it.
look directly into the camera. I'm not sat here. I'm not saying I want to be broke, my nigga.
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'd rather be broke than nah. I'm saying if you gave me a choice of X and Y, I'll take, you know what I'm saying, what I know will give me more purpose in life.
Yeah.
And me, I think I'm a sane person. I think I'm an average thinker in terms of just the way I look at things. I'm sure majority of people would make the same choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going back to what you said about Andrew Tate is right in that saying, like, the one thing that we have advantage over women is that we can wait until we're 50 to have a child, right?
Yeah.
A woman can't wait until she's 50 to have a child.
There's
a cutoff.
There's a cutoff point.
There's a cutoff point. And what he was saying was, there's 90 kids in this room, and we all came out from this one woman.
One woman.
Not
What they're gonna.
Not all of them, but like obviously,
that's
She
what
started the family tree.
she started the family tree,
That's what
right?
they will respect.
Yeah, but then no one is asking this woman what degree she has, how many houses she's got, none of that, because everything that she's built is right in this room.
Yeah. That's a gift.
And you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
We can't do that.
Exactly. A man, like if a man was put in the same situation, people would be asking him, so what's your degree? What have you achieved?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Solely, but we got
like
different-
we have different.
We've got
purpose.
different lanes, bro.
Yeah, bro, we have
You know
different
what?
lanes.
You know, for me,
lanes.
yeah, I always used to think like this, guys. Yeah. I always had like a 5-year or a 10-year plan. Like, I gotta have this certain amount of money in the bank. I gotta have this, the house, this before I have a child or something like that, or my own family. But you know, as you grow older, it's like that timeline.
It's not real, bro.
It's not real, and it's pointless, and it's non-existent, because at the end of the day, if you have a child now or later on, at the end of, like,
you're having a child anyway.
You're having a child anyway, and you are having a process of life that, look, shit is about to get real, and you have to process it now and deal with it now. And it's the journey that you grow through is what makes you who you are as an individual and makes you who you are with that person. That journey of starting, right, we're like this. How do we get to the next stage? And how do we get to the next stage? Fuck your plan of like, I need this car, I need this, or I need that. No. Do what you want to do now. Live for the now and the near future. But at the end of the day, whoever you're with or whoever you are building or whatever you're building, do it to the best of your ability. Because I'm telling you, my brother, life, and for the past couple of months and stuff like that, life is too damn short. There's one thing I'm going to let you lot know now, and what's guaranteed in life.
Death and taxes.
Is death. It's death. That's what's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. You can't escape that. And yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
Yeah,
just children in general, like when I see Elmo with his nephews and nieces, how he was Shaq and Tyson and all that. Like I see Tyson the other day on Omar's story, and I was like, "Rah, he's grown now." I just seen the beauty of seeing them grow. Like when I see your niece, and she said, "Oh, she's 16." Bro, the other day she was jumping on my back in Adrian's yard, bro. It's like just life in general, just seeing people grow up, and that's why life is so. That's why we do a 360 and talk about like Yemi or Nas, and because these people died young, bro. But we're still getting older, and then all our nieces and nephews are getting older. And that's just the beauty of life. Life has its beauty and the happiness, and it also had the sad parts. And it's all just one thing that we just got to experience and take on, to the point where all this materialistic shit ain't really it. It's not really that deep, fam.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, I want it, but this is more important to me because this could happen.
Yeah, man. If you live for the material,
you ain't happy like that.
Yeah, bro. You ain't. I promise you, bro.
You ain't happy.
You are not happy. If you live for the material and the nightlife and the weekends, and it's all about you know having fun and doing I promise you, bro. Deep down, you are suffering.
Because there's a lot of millionaires and people with money out there. They got all the money in the world.
Because all of that is to cover that pain inside.
Yeah,
of course.
All of that is to distract you from actually taking a look at yourself inside you and actually figuring out what your fucking problem is.
Yep.
Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the mirror. Stop like accessorizing your pain. You feel me? Like look in the mirror. Hey.
Stop accessorizing your pain.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, you were saving that one.
You were saving that one for the last bit, innit?
Yeah, but like stop accessorizing your pain. Like, and I mean that by saying, like, don't be going through shit and then just fucking putting on makeup or a new Yeezy or whatever, and then you feel good about yourself and you go out and everyone says, "Oh,
happiness."
Yeah, like, "Oh, yo, you got new Yeezys." Yeah. And then you come back home. And then you come back out tomorrow. No one gives a fuck about your Yeezys, bro.
That's done.
It's done. It's yesterday's story.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. You feel me?
Today's today, and the pain still remains.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. Like, stop. Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like even the kids at my school, like they smoke weed excessively, like morning, lunch, and after school. And I said to one kid the other day, because they were like, half term was coming up, and these are teens, so. They were like to me, I was like, "What are you doing in a half term?" They asked me like, "So what are you getting up to in a half term?" I was like, "Seeing family, but doing a bit of coaching, doing a bit of working." What about yourself? Like, I'm just gonna build up a zoot,
Right.
And I thought,
this is what?
These are 15, 16-year-olds, and this is your excitement. But then I thought to myself, I said to them, why do you smoke so much though? They're like, because it helps me, it calms me down, and it helps me deal with certain things. But I said to you, but once that high is gone, that problem is still there.
You're back to reality again.
So what are you really doing it for? Like, they smoke on bro, they could go out for lunch, come back, and they're stoned. eyes red upon red. And it's like, why are you doing this at this age?
It's
15,
true.
your brain hasn't even fully developed yet.
Yeah.
You're doing all that. So I don't see it doing it. Even younger generations are doing it, running away from issues and problems because they don't want to deal with it face on. So I was just like, appreciate life for what it is. Be present in the moment. That's one thing I wasn't able to do for a long time.
And don't look at, and saying that, bro, don't look at another man's life.
Yeah. Don't pocket watch.
Don't pocket watch. Don't, there's a quote I did like, hold on. It's a picture I put up on my IGs where I put on a sick quote. You know me, I like my quotes. What was it? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Comparison is the theme of joy.
Thief.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah. So when you look at other people and you see how they're living their life because of the little 5-15 seconds that you get on Instagram, you think they're having the time of their life, but you don't know what the fuck they're going through. You don't know what issues they have. You don't know what traumas they're experiencing. You know what I'm saying? People will look at, the Christian and what's the Blueface situation and they'll be like some people fantasize about that, bro.
And why?
It's crazy, bro. Like there's some people out there who would literally swap lives with them.
For why though?
I'm just saying because they think that situation is better than what they're in. Because the person has money or because the person has fame, you think that they have a better life.
Bro.
They're not happy, bro. No, these celebrities are not happy.
Shaw might be a bit happy because she's tapped, but
I mean she's always on drugs. But listen, a lot of these fucking celebrities are not happy. A lot of these people that you think have money are not. Like money has a certain level of satisfaction. It gives you life satisfaction.
Speaking of that and celebrities and money and all that, this Illuminati stuff, it's coming on my feeds quite a bit. I don't know if it's coming on yours because you got TikTok now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coming on yours, but that's even me just saying that he's got TikTok now is mad in itself. 2023, full of surprises.
You know what? Like with this, like Illuminati.
Do you believe it?
First of all, 110%.
You?
Do I believe in the Matrix?
No, Matrix. I'm not talking about Matrix.
But the Matrix is Illuminati.
Oh yeah, but let's just stick on this.
JF Kennedy said already in his speech, hence why what happened to him happened to him.
Why you got shot in the head?
Like, no, assassinated. Like,
you got shot in the
there
head,
are secret societies that...
What did he say that in his speech?
Of course. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's definitely people out there
who
controlling stuff.
Controlling
there are
everything.
All right, cool. So let me break it down for you. Kanye West came out recently and he was like, yeah, my mom got sacrificed and all this other stuff. That is some scary stuff because I heard that stuff. You probably heard about that years ago. For him to say it, for him to come out of his mouth, that's mad. So what people are sacrificing their family and all of that.
Do you know what it is? When you I feel like when you reach to a certain level of success, there are doors that are there for you to walk through and you will get visitors. Do you understand? And that's when you know that, okay, you're reaching to a point where you have a choice to take it to that next level, but there has to be a sacrifice, or you try and make it on your own. But through everything what's happening in the world today, through all the bad shit that you hear on the news, it's all designed. It's all pre-created already. They know what's going to happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Would you ever join an Illuminati?
No.
They gave you a $5 million contract. Bam, sign this. This is when you're soul.
No. Do you know why? Because my life, the person who I am, and my soul is more valuable than
money.
any type of money in the entire world. Because you have to believe within yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? I might not have £1 million in the bank, but I'm a millionaire within myself. I'm rich within myself. Do you understand?
You broke.
So why you? Would you join?
Would I?
Yeah.
Me? Are you asking me?
It's just a question.
Me?
Bro. I know.
Bro,
you,
I'm a
the
conspiracy
people don't know. The people don't know what you'll say.
But give me 20 million, then I'm go.
Yeah.
I can't lie, man.
If this is what I would do. Hey, I'll remix that.
Yeah.
If the Illuminati,
guy's so extra, man.
If the Illuminati,
yes or no? I'll remix that.
Yeah. If the Illuminati came to me today and said to me, Ilmi, here's 5 million that you said.
Make it 20.
20. But
20 man,
you would have
think
to
about it still.
But you'd have to you'd have to stop doing everything. Like podcasting, like you'd have to leave the country, like go back to a rural area. Like, give me money to leave this fucking place. I would do it. Like,
Wait, say that again.
So he's basically saying, if Illuminati said, listen, there's 20 mil we're going to give you, but you have to stop everything. Podcast, this, X, Y, and Z. You need to go back.
go back to where you came from. I'll
Kenya?
pack up. I'll leave the shit. I'll leave the cameras for you guys. I'll go.
Elmo
Where you go, Kenya?
done.
Where would I go?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll go Somalia. I'll go live in Somalia, bro.
But then you
It's
signed
20 mil, though. It's 20 mil.
But then you signed that contract to sell your soul.
It's not selling my soul. I'm not selling you my soul because you're telling me to take my soul somewhere else. I'll take my soul somewhere else.
With Illuminati.
Yeah, with
are
Illuminati.
selling your soul.
This guy trying to make his own terms of stipulation. What a mug.
But no,
Bro, you
short
can't
answer.
do that.
Short answer, no. I won't be
No,
selling
you
my soul.
can't.
to
Well,
no one.
guys, listen. In saying that, you know, it's coming to an end now, and I would.
We need to bring it to an end anyway.
We need, definitely bring it to an end. Like, guys, man, it's great just to see us back
I've missed
again.
you guys, honestly.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
Like, this is nice. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
Arsenal won today as well.
You know what I'm saying? So, guys,
Well.
Can Podcast, we're back, we're here. We're going to be on all socials. Follow us on all the socials. And just stay tuned. We're going to be posting frequently.
Hey, we're gonna be on like Spotify and all that good stuff
Yeah.
soon as well. So look out for that, man. We're gonna try and do this
Spotify,
properly.
YouTube,
We've been trying to do this
TikTok.
properly for years, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
But I feel like
We're
now,
doing it
because it's the
properly.
new year, we're starting properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, we're going to end on that note. It's your boy A. Loso.
Mr. Mons.
Sell me the cuts, mate.
And we out.